number one on the list, painting. Average project is cost is anywhere from $954 to $2,893. It says talks about sticking to neutral colors, but it's number one on the list. Do you guys do a lot of painting?
We do quite a bit of painting, but we also have clients that do their own painting. And it's kind of the great thing about painting because it's a huge transformation. It doesn't have to break the bank.
Yes.
It's something that you can tackle yourself.
Yeah.
A little bit of prep work involved.
The other thing, too, is when you paint, the new paint smell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that lasts for a while. It's almost like you're in a brand new house.
Oh, definitely.
That new paint smell.
New paint smell.
I mean, we talk about that all the time is how smells in real estate, how
Yes.
smells can either make or break a deal. It's one of the bigger factors that people don't think about when they're listing their house. You got to have a person who's not accustomed to the smells of your house come in there, and if there's some sort of odor or something like that, well, let's repaint. Makes your house smell brand new.
It does, and painting is like you said, Brandon. It's not a huge cost to do, but it can change completely the look and feel of the house.
Completely.
It's wild. Especially those first impressions, right? Whether it's the front elevation of the house that maybe it just it's a little worn or it's a little dated. Front doors. I tell you what, if you've got a front door, folks, you're going to be selling your house and it's beat up. You just paint the front door, paint the garage doors. When you walk in, those first impressions, even if you're not going to paint the whole house, at least, get that initial or first impression paint jobs done. And I think it can go a long way.
Paint itself has changed so much over the last decade as well. I mean, you can just really put down a nice finish without some of the older paints. There was an art to it. And not that there's not an art to it. I don't want any painters calling me mad at me. But the paints themselves are much, much more user-friendly now and far more durable than they used to be.
Yeah, they're more forgiving for someone like me who wants to try to paint.
Yeah, get it done in one coat.
Right, right.
Let's spend the extra $20 for the one coat.
Yeah.
Number 2 on our list, keep flooring consistent. So I think a lot of times if you go into an area and you've got, maybe you walk into the front door and you've got a foyer and it's one material, and then you've got the living room area and maybe it's carpet, and then you've got the kitchen and dining and it's a different material. If it needs to be replaced, sometimes if you take it all out and put one flooring throughout, that space can feel bigger, it can feel different, and it certainly complements new paint is new flooring throughout.
Definitely. I like what you said about keeping it consistent when we're going through design details with our clientele. A transition in a floor can act as a visual barrier. It's very much like a wall.
Yes.
And keeping a consistent flooring throughout the entire area makes the space much more open.
Are you guys doing a lot of like luxury vinyl planks?
Yeah, we do a lot of LVTs and LVPs.
Yeah, they look great.
They do.
They look so good. They're durable. I mean, hardwood floors are fantastic, but I'll tell you what, if you have kids or pets, or they're going to scratch and they're going to get beat up and dinged up. Some of the LVP and LVT products they're more durable. I mean, they look so nice right now, so I'm a big fan of that stuff.
Yeah, that and engineered flooring. We don't do nearly as much solid hardwood floors as we used to. We still do it on occasion for the people that just want solid wood floors. But an engineered wood floor will actually perform far better than a solid wood floor, a quality engineered floor. And LVTs are fantastic in kitchens and bathrooms. And,
yes.
Yeah.
And they look great. Yeah, it's not very often people are doing finished on-site hardwood floors.
Not
anymore,
too often anymore. Every once in a while.
And even to have those, a lot of the older homes that have hardwood floors underneath the carpet, I mean, it's expensive to refinish those hardwood floors, sometimes more than it costs to put in just new floors.
Yep.
Number 3 on the list is brighten the kitchen. So what we're talking about here, whether that's changing the cabinet colors, not necessarily new cabinets, but maybe you've got some dark cabinets or some some honey oak cabinets. To brighten those up, white colors are popular. If you're going to do it, especially if it's an oak cabinet, make sure that you hire a professional. There's a process in order to paint those white so that it looks good, so that you don't see the grains. Brightening up hardware, countertops, even appliances. Brightening up kitchens is number 3 on the list. Are you guys doing a lot of granite or Cambria, or what kind of countertops you guys
it's
doing?
kind of a mixed bag. I generally, just a personal preference, I kind of steer people toward granite. In my opinion, it's a little more timeless than what quartz is. Quartz is made into patterns, and it's made into patterns that people want, which means that it could potentially at some point not be what people want.
Yes.
Stone is just timeless. You know, it's been around for a few million years. It'll be around for a few million more.
Yeah, certainly past our time.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about as far as cost? If you've got, a standard size kitchen, your average granite cost compared to your average, like a Cambria.
Yeah. So there's a lot of numbers, different ways that people come up with numbers. Very realistic numbers for solid surface or stone countertops. Middle of the road is about $100 a square foot.
Okay.
Ballpark. It can go up, it can go down, it can go way up, and it can go way down. It just depends on the kind of product that you're looking at, but that gets you kind of a middle of the road figure.
Sure. About the same for both granite or?
Quartz tends to be slightly more expensive.
Okay.
Just because there's a little bit more processing involved
Sure.
in it. Neither of them are completely maintenance free. That's kind of a industry marketing. They're more maintenance free,
Sure.
but nothing is maintenance free, right? But
Gotcha.
as long as you're cleaning them with the correct kind of cleaners, like I tell people, it's, that countertop was buried in the earth somewhere for a few million years. It'll be just fine in your kitchen.
Right.
You just got to use the right kind of cleaners. No scrubbing bubbles.
Right.
They got to be pH balanced
Yep.
for the stone, or just simple dish soap.
Dish soap. Yeah.
Dish soap is about the best thing to clean your
Yeah.
countertops with. Yep.
For a lot
Dish
of
soap
stuff.
and water. Yep.